name's Jade, and I chose O for overthinking. I'm a deep thinker, and I think it's part of my personality, to be honest. But I think it's about choosing what you believe from your thoughts, if that makes sense. So I was sexually abused as a child. Suffered in all kinds of ways growing up. I dealt with it completely in the wrong way initially. And it came back to bite me on the bum when I was in a secure job and I'd pushed myself to get to this place, like earning, after a bit of a rough time, like when I was a teenager. And then I started having anxiety attacks, which I think started from the overthinking, to be honest, because something would happen, I would completely tear it to pieces, even if it was a positive, and turn it into a negative. And I think it was just how my brain was conditioned over the years, from how I dealt with what happened to me to, like, I was drinking a lot and not looking after myself, basically. So yeah, I had a breakdown. I was having panic attacks every day, more or less. I was in and out of the GP, got referred to mental health team. I got diagnosed with anxiety disorder initially and depression, but then it did get worse and I couldn't find the right medication at that time. Anyway, I was then diagnosed with bipolar disorder. And part of that is manic episodes and depressive episodes. And the depressive episodes is where I do overthink a lot. So it can be something really small. And I think a lot of people like us who've been through this kind of thing or have been overthinkers. I think a lot of us, that's just who we are. But the thing is, after I'd realised what I was actually doing to myself with my thoughts, my own thoughts, I mean, it took a lot of therapy and CBT, things like that. But when I did realise that it was myself who was putting myself down all the time, and I didn't think I was good enough for anything, I didn't think I was worthy, I didn't think my family wanted me. It was just crazy thoughts that I would just go into this deep place, and it would take days, even weeks, to get out of it. So I think the reason I wanted to choose overthinking is because I know that a lot of us are like that, and I wanted people to kind of know that you can get through it, and it takes a lot of hard work, but you can do it. You can do it. After my breakdown and my diagnosis, and then I started getting back on the right track, and after I was diagnosed, I started looking into yoga, mindfulness and meditation. And I get people, just imagine like a room full of stick-thin people doing the Om, but that's not true. And it's not what it's all about. But I think that literally changed my life, because I trained my own brain to start thinking positively instead of negatively. And it's all about, like, letting go. And I know that's so difficult for some of us survivors because it affects us in so many different ways. But letting go is one of the best things you can try and teach yourself to do. And it can be small things initially. So, like, if somebody says a negative thing to you, towards you, such as, I don't know, you don't look nice today or something, I don't know. You can either dwell on that all day, or you can say, well, your negative opinion is your issue and not mine, sort of thing, and let it go. Whereas in the past, something like that would have put me on like a depression for days on days, and I would overthink it and make it into this much worse thing than it actually was. But the message really from this video and the overthinking as my word is I want to end it on a positive. So it can be done. It can be done. It's just difficult, and I know how it feels. Thank you.